In Acquire, players take the role of corporate leaders as they build companies and buy shares in them in the quest to make the most money. The game supports between 3 and 6 players and lasts about 90 minutes. To start the game, each player draws one tile at random and places it on the board. The player who drew the tile closest to board space 1A begins first. Each player starts with a total of 6 tiles. Each player also starts with $6,000. In the second half of each player's turn, they can buy up to 3 shares of stock. This limit does not include any stock the player may have gained earlier in the turn. The cost of each share bought is determined by the company and its size. The first thing a player must do on his or her turn is to place a tile on the board on the corresponding space. This may have a number of impacts. If the tile placed shares a side with a tile already on the board that is not part of a corporation, then a corporation is founded. The active player chooses one of the available corporations and places it across the 2 tiles. If the tile is adjacent to an already existing corporation, that corporation grows larger. The tile may also join 2 corporations. If this is the case, a merger is triggered. Place the tile upside down until the merger is fully resolved. In a merger, the larger corporation will consume the smaller corporation. If the corporations are of the same size, then the active player chooses which corporation will consume the other. When a smaller company is bought out in a merger, the players who own shares in that company stand to benefit. The player with the most shares will get the majority stakeholder bonus. The player with the second most shares will get the minority stakeholder bonus. All other players will have the opportunity to either sell their shares at their current value, trade them in 2-for-1 for shares of the larger company, or keep them for later. Selling stock and shareholder bonuses are the only way to gain money during the game. If a company reaches size 11 or more, it's considered safe. This means that it cannot be merged with a larger company. If 2 safe companies are next to each other, they cannot merge. Any player can declare the game over on their turn if one of 2 conditions are met. If all companies remaining on the board are safe, or if one company on the board has reached size 41 or more. At the end of the game, all companies remaining on the board are bought out, and all players sell all shares they have remaining of active companies. Shares of inactive companies are worth 0. The player with the most money wins. This has been a Clever Move Quick Play. For more board game information, news, and fun, visit clevermovegames.com.